pound sap that was collected in the previous video, and from another different place as well. And our setup is just a little 2-foot by 2-foot flat pan evaporator. A friend of my dad's had sapped for 20 years or so, and he got out of it for a couple of years and had the pan and a bunch of buckets sitting around in his attic, and we were interested in getting into it and had done a couple seasons on a small turkey fryer setup, and he gave us a real good deal on the pan and on the pails, so got that from him. And the stove we got from an antiques place in town that we're fairly sure that the prior owner had also used it, you know, for making maple syrup rather. And it's been a great little stove. It's been through a couple different versions on the interior guts, but this year we added super wool, non-toxic blanket insulation around the outside and on the bottom so that it directs all the heat up. And it's fire bricked, and there's a false wall about 8 inches from the back of it that goes across the entire inside of the stove and forces the air in the fire, or the fire in the firebox and all the hot air up against the bottom of the pan, and has to go ride the bottom of the pan before it goes out the chimney in the back. And that's been a big improvement, and yeah, it's fun boiling.
Give you a close-up here as it starts to really hit its rolling boil. Fogged me and the camera out. I can't see through my glasses to the camera to show you where we're going. Please stand by. Please stand by. There we go. She's just approaching a full rolling boil now. Indicative by those big geysers you can see there. Try and get a close up of this.
And the foam that you see, we skim that off at the top, and that actually contains any of the impurities in the sap from, you know, any little tiny bits of bark or anything that the sap has carried. That'll get trapped up in the foam, and then you just skim that off, and it makes it easy for us.
Yep. Then we drain off down through the drain off pipe, and that goes up to a separate stove for finishing to control temperatures more precisely, because if you boil too hard you end up with candy, not syrup. And candy's fantastic, but not when you're trying to make syrup.
Yes.